a week ago, I broke a hold very similarly to that and tumbled down this gully. I mean, technically I was kind of hiking / scrambling up this mountainside near my home. And so it wasn't like strictly rock climbing, but I like broke this hold off really unexpectedly, hit my face against the wall, which is like just healed, I guess, though I was slightly worried I broke my nose, and then tumbled down this thing and got super banged up and then sat there for a while and was like, oh, I guess I'm not technically injured, and then carried on to the wall. And this is the type of situation where each of them should be like, let's take one deep breath, compose ourselves, and do the right thing, which is never to cut the rope and cut your partner loose, particularly if it's your father. I'm in gym actually, so I'm still chalky. I mean, hanging by one hand on the lip of a sandstone thing, extremely unrealistic, but so rad. I mean, the reverse iron cross, so rad.
Extra space. I have this really nice linoleum floor, which I imported from Italy. It actually is a diamond studded on the bottom. I keep the diamonds hidden so nobody can tell how valuable my floor is.
Tied there like a weird spider. None of this looks like climbing. It's like they've hung dolls to like make the set look nice. This all feels like it got like storyboarded, you know, it's like, and then this thing's gonna happen, but you're like, how does that happen? It makes no sense. I don't think anyone has a wrist strap. I don't have any kind of attachment for my phone. I feel like if it falls off the mountain, it falls off the mountain. The clip, it's a little bit confusing because he's above of the other climber, so he's like leading, but he's actually on top rope. The other climber is pulling the rope in to keep him secure as he goes up. So it's really sort of unclear as to how they got the rope up there in the first place. But that's kind of one of those classic Hollywood sort of things where you're like, how'd the rope get up? Who cares? They're just up there rock climbing. I think the scariest thing is when you put your hand into a crack and a bat hisses back at you. Because bats make this super high pitch, like, really not even his hand, you know?
So you guys cut up your hands like that?
If he was that cut up from having climbed halfway up a tower, he probably shouldn't be climbing the tower without a rope. Like, this is probably shot with him laying on the freaking ground. And is he wearing gloves, or is his hand just like really dirty? Get everybody in position. I'm curious which climbers, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's people I know in some way because the industry's not that big, how they found a section of wall where they were like, no one's gonna see this and no one's gonna make fun of us for doing this. If you were a real climber and you walked up to the cliff and you saw this going on, you'd be like, WTF, and then you would mercilessly tease whoever was in charge of the rigging for the rest of their life. Off you. I use sunblock as when I need to. I probably should more. I'm gonna look like a leather handbag someday. But the thing is, it's 112 floors until you get a break. So you do the same V4 boulder problem 112 times in a row. It's incredibly pumpy. It makes you very, very fatigued. He doesn't get tired though, because he's Tom Cruise.